Nigga!
Look out there, MP.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and with me tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
MP, what's it like to be on national TV matched up against one of the other top contenders for Rookie of the Year? Does that add a little spice to the game?
Just the fact that it's two good teams on national TV makes it kind of spicy. You know, got a lot of people watching, so we want to show what we can do and come out with the win tonight.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, MP.
Hey, enjoy the game.
Back to you, Kevin.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. George is out there with Murray. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's MP. And it's Monk in at the shooting guard position. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Andre Drummond is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Levine at the three. And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, things haven't gone according to plan since he made his feelings public. He's got time to turn it around, but it simply has to start tonight. This is when he has to start separating himself from the pack.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the miss by MP. Releases. Rebound by the 76ers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento. And that one's good, Maxey.
Yeah, he is shooting in rhythm right now. He's become a major threat in this league, and right now shooting with tremendous confidence off the dribble.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Edgecombe. Levine for three. Terrell pulls it in. Here's Edgecombe, and stolen by MP. And stolen by Maxey. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Levine passes to Watford. Now Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey showing you he's got some serious hop to go with that deep shooting.
A three from MP. Pass to Eubanks. Kings moving the ball around. The shot's good from Monk.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's MP, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Here's MP, and another one.
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise.
Well, all I can say is that MP has brought a season of incredible moments that is nothing short of amazing. There have been a lot of talented players rise to the top of this franchise and deliver outstanding performances. But MP is now the king of scoring with the incredible seasons he's had.
Maxey passes to Watford. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Shot's good by Terrell.
I love the mindset there from MP, coming right back with his own triple. You don't see that in a lot of guys his age.
Here's Edgecombe. His last outing, he had 24 points. And here's Maxey outside. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Here's MP, and the layup is good. MP's got 7 points. The 76ers leading. Pass to Watford. Back to Maxey. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And then 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Terrell misses.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Drummond passes to Watford. Outside, Maxey. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point lead. Here's Edgecombe. And that comes off the assist by Levine. He has 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray sets a screen for MP. Back to Monk. Here's Terrell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They were destroyed on the glass. Just horrendous. That explains their loss.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
MP outside. And here's George for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
And here's Maxey outside. Monk with some nice defense. The Kings trail by 8. Stolen by Levine. One-on-one fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine, just daring the D to get physical with it.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Trendon Watford. Now, here's MP. And he just worked New York in that last game. With the drive. The 76ers leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Edgeworth. Unreal.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Maxey. Paul George making his last shot. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Edgecombe, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's 9 points here for P.J. Edgecombe. Here's Terrell. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And stolen by MP. And now Sacramento on the break. Oubre pulls it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. MP is number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Sacramento also making some changes. Sharch checked in for Eubanks. DeRozan comes in for Murray. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jordan. Shots good by Terrell.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Oubre outside. Pass to Grimes. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
MP with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Monk outside. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist from DeRozan. And now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Here's Edgecombe, covered by MP. Pass to Grimes. Over Monk. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Here's Edgecombe. No good on the triple. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. From 15 feet away, Terrell misses. 76ers shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Pass to McCain. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edgecombe's got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia. Here's the floater. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's McCain. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. Monk off the pick from Terrell. A floater. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Pass to Bona. Shoots the 3. Shot by Grimes. No good. The Kings trail by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Saric. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Terrell's got his 5th assist in this one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Schroeder against McCain. Here's Edgecombe. And so it's P.J. Edgecombe making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And close game underway so changes here for the Kings. Murray's checked in for Saric. George comes in for Jones. And MP subbed in for Ellis. The Kings trail. They've got Levine. Quentin Grimes out there with Oubre. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
Edwards, a screen on MP. Outside, Levine. From the arc. Rebound by the Kings. Terrell's got 8 rebounds in this game. Schroeder finds DeRozan. Fires the 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from MP.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's good from long range. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Inside, MP gets it.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Levine against Schroeder. Levine double team. Outside, Edwards. Clock at 4. And here's Maxey outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. And it's George finishing it off.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Levine. It's Grimes on the wing. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Maxey.
Yeah, if you get into these late clock situations, Tyrese Maxey's the guy you want with the ball because he can create any shot on his own.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the 76ers. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. Now, here's MP. He's got 17. MP going right to the rim.
That's what you want to see every night from MP. Go up and flush it down.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Maxey against DeRozan. Pass to Edgecombe. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Shoots over DeRozan. And DeRozan sends it back.
And defensively, that's the kind of energy you want to see from DeRozan as he comes away with that denial.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now, here's MP. 19 points in the game. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him, and they take the lead. And the Kings lead by 1.
Murray is tough to guard in that pick and roll because you don't know if he's going to roll or pop.
Outside, Edwards. Pass to Levine. Lets it go with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's MP. MP with a screen on Maxey. DeRozan finds MP. DeRozan against Maxey. Eubanks, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
MP sets the screen for George. A 3 from MP. Rebound collected by Levine. The 76ers leading by 4. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Eubanks. Here's the screen. Terrell, the pass to Eubanks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Edwards. And Trendon Watford subbed in for Levine. The Kings also at the sub. Malik Monk, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Philadelphia's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Here's Maxey. Puts up a 3. Drummond passes to Watford. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The 19-foot shot. George in the post. The score now all even. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now Grimes. Defended by George. Shot by Grimes. No good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Here's George. 76ers getting the bucket. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Tries again, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that strength of Drummond at times can be overwhelming. Awesome at staying with his shot, even when the pressure is on.
Sacramento making a switch here. Sharge is checked in. Now, here's MP. He's got 19. Pass to Sharge. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Here's Edgecombe. He's got 16. To the paint. Here's Grimes. 76ers moving the ball around. Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. Over MP. Drummond passes to Grimes. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. The shot's good from Monk.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Edgecombe, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
MP outside. Murray sets a screen for MP. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Grimes passes to Maxey. Puts up a deep three. Terrell pulls it in. Terrell's got 11 rebounds in the game. With the shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
MP with it. 19 points in the game. Down low. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Saric.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here's Maxey outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead, leading by just 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And let's talk now about the trade news. Some interesting moves to discuss.
Levine is an interesting part of this discussion. He can score and he entertains the fans.
Yeah, one of the more creative dunk artists we've ever seen. Fan engagement is a must-have for any franchise. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from VJ Edgecombe.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got MP. Murray out there with George. And there's Monk, and it's Eubanks in at the 5.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
Bean passes to Maxey, and Drummond kicks to Maxey. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Sacramento's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. He was all alone on that one. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
Pass to Drummond. Now, here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And here's Levine after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
MP, no good.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push the pace.
That one is off. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. And yes, it's good. MP's got 23 points.
Well, for a guy who hasn't been in the league a long time, MP has a very soft touch on that jumper.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Maxey finds Drummond. Now Edgecombe. Shot clock at 6. Drummond the screen. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Inside, and stolen by Drummond. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Drummond with a screen on MP. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Maxey.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Here's Drummond. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists tonight.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Edgecombe. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. 21 points here for VJ Edgecombe. Sacramento's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken a three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. The three from MP. There's the triple. The shot, no good.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
From deep, Maxey knocks down the three ball. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. NP driving and legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion. You had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
In rapid-fire release by Levine on that one.
Here's George. Basket counts. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Well, that combination of speed and elite handle, that's what separates Tyrese Maxey.
Terrell, the pass to Eubanks. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
And I think for Sacramento, they've done a great job of just staying in their lane, following their game plan and remaining as consistent as anyone, which can be encouraging moving forward.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
And here is MP. 25 points in the game. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Maxey passes to Drummond. 14 feet away. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Drummond. Maxey's got 31.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And that one, good.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
The 76ers leading by 4. Outside, Levine. Over to the wing. Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Eubanks got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Murray kicks to MP. Outside, George. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Drummond. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Trendon Watford. And a change for Sacramento. Schroeder's checked in. Here for the 76ers. Gordon's checked in for Zach LaVine. Quentin Grimes comes in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Sharch is checked in for Eubanks. Jones comes in for Keegan Murray. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for George. And MP subbed in for Monk.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
McCain with the ball, covered by MP. McCain uses the glass that time, and it's good. McCain's got 5.
Well, he's not the biggest guy, but McCain certainly plays tough inside.
And the shot goes in.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
McCain finds Gordon. It's McCain on the wing, covered by MP, and he makes that one.
And when McCain gets to that spot right there, he will go to the floater most times.
MP against McCain. MP again. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Grimes on the wing. Offline with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
McCain up top. Pass to Grimes. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's the Sacramento Kings, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The 76ers trail by 6. Levine is out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Oubre, and it's Edwards in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. DeRozan, and it's Grimes with the rebound. McCain up top. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCain's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. DeRozan passes to MP, and that one is good. And the Kings lead by 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Doubled by Terrell. Grimes bounce pass. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
Well, you look at Max, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Kings leading now by 8. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to MP. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. MP's got 40 points. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Grimes. DeRozan defending. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And DeRozan kicks to MP. Back to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it. Here's McCain. And that time, also a missed shot. MP finds DeRozan. Kings moving the ball around.
Get there.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Terrell. Schroeder, right side. Jacks up a three. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Coming out right now, play. Let me hear you make some noise for your Sixers EMT.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey's checked in. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Levine. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Kings.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. The 76ers trail by 16. Maxey deciding where to go with it. DeRozan against Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Maxey. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Eubanks got rebound number 7 for him tonight. DeRozan finds MP. As the shot clock ticks down. Terrell's got 48.
Yeah, young MP already with that sense of an internal shot clock.
From deep, Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there.
And good! There's another.
His elite offensive play has made its mark once again.
Now second overall in career 50-point game. He's got to be in the conversation for greatest of all time.
I mean, certainly Michael Jordan, the guy he just passed, is dead center in that ongoing conversation around who's the best ever. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Maxey. Schroeder against McCain. Pass to Levine. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Maxey. MP against Maxey. Back to MP. Fires from the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. The 76ers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Levine passes to Maxey. Misses the 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Terrell. And yep, Finally drops after rolling around the rim. Terrell's got 56 points in the game. Here's Maxey. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Trendon Watford comes in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. Then for the Kings, Murray's checked in for Saric. Paul George comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Malik Monk in for Dennis Schroeder. Philadelphia shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Watford. Now Maxey. Cans it from downtown. Maxey's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Here's Terrell. Here's Eubanks. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result. Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Maxey kicks to Levine. In the corner, it's Watford. Off target from outside. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 19-7 run. Terrell misses. The 76ers shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. 76ers moving the ball around. No coverage that time. Levine's got 23 points.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
The drive by MP. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Back to Levine. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Kings leading now by 22. Monk kicks to MP. Driving the lane. And good! He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Edwards comes in for Trendon Watford. Jared McCain's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Saric is checked in for Eubanks. DeRozan comes in for Murray. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Monk.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Kings.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bounce pass Maxey, and there's the drive, and there's Edgecombe on the assist by Maxey.
And for a rookie, Edgecombe is showing some impressive confidence offensively. I'm not sensing any hesitation from him.
Here's Terrell. That one drops for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, a number of all-time NBA greats, made their mark right off the bat in year one, but none have scored as many points in their rookie season as you have. What does that mean to you?
It means ticket prices are going up. But for real, I came into this season with a chip on my shoulder. Second round pick? Come on, man, that's disrespectful. So I was on a mission.
Mission accomplished.
Not really. This is just the beginning. I got a whole career of greatness ahead.
Indeed you do, MP. Congrats on this first feather in your cap.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, MP. This was billed as a matchup between two of the top rookies, and you both came out looking very strong. Was that what you expected?
Oh, of course. I mean, dude's a top rookie for a reason. And I knew he was going to come out and get his. And he did. But I was ready. You know, I knew I had to be aggressive, and I managed to get into a rhythm early and get rolling.
So after winning this matchup, and more importantly the game, do you feel like you're finally getting recognized as one of the top guys in your class?
I mean, people are talking. I see the comments on socials, but the national media is still talking about these other guys. Why? When they should be talking about MP. Because I'm that guy.